everyone, and welcome to Daily Grace with Pastor James. Thank you for joining me in this episode. Yes, for quite some time now, we've been talking about building relationship in our community, building relationship in our church community. And we have talked so much about this building relationship. And one of the things that we do in a community is to serve together. How do we serve together? First, if we look at Philippians 2, verse 2, NLT version says, agree with each other, loving one another, and working together with one heart and one purpose. And that is so key when we talk about building relationship in a community. We need to work with one heart and one purpose. Anyone that deviates from that norm destroys the community that we're trying to build. And when we talk about community, we are looking at ourselves as one big family. And that's what we are in the church where I pastor. We are just one big family. We need each other. We need each other in several ways. Even the Bible itself is clear about this in Romans 12, verse 5. It says, each of us finds our meaning and functions as a part of Christ's body. That's the Message translation. But as a chopped off finger or cut off toe, we wouldn't amount to much, would we? We get more done when we are together as a community, putting our hands together and ensuring that this work goes forward. So therefore, what does it then mean to serve in a team? What does it mean to serve in that community? Because serving is all we are about, just to serve each other and to serve our community. The first thing that it entails is trust. Once there is trust in a community, they just keep booming. They keep increasing. They keep achieving a lot. But once a trust is broken, the community itself is broken. Once a trust is broken, then that community can no longer stand. Look at 1 Timothy 6, verse 20. Timothy is being advised. Say, Timothy, guard what has been entrusted to your care. And that's so true, because in a community, we entrust things to different people to do. And when they entrust something to you, you need to ensure that you take care of that which is entrusted to you. Otherwise, you are going to destroy the community. And Proverbs 20, verse 6 says, many people claim to be loyal, but it is hard to find a trustworthy person. But that is not what we want to build in our community. We want to ensure that even when they are finding it difficult to see trustworthy people outside, they can come to our community and see trustworthy people. So when we talk about trust, what are the things that you actually do to ensure that this trust is upheld? The first thing is be consistent. Be consistent. Don't be here today, you are there tomorrow. Let your heart be focused in one place. Luke 16, verse 10, NIV version says, whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much. There are some people you just give a little thing to, and you discover that their behavior, their attitude, and the way they carry out this thing, you can't really trust them with any other thing. Be consistent in your work in the community, in the task that has been given unto you. The second thing is being confidential. And this is really, really key. Be confidential. Don't just blab your mouth everywhere. In a community, we have what we want just the community itself to know about. There are segments, even when Jesus was alive. You look at Jesus. His disciples were segmented. He has the 3, he has the 12, and so on and so forth. And those people have their different level of information that is being given to them. Proverbs 11, verse 13 says, a gossip betrays a confidence, but a trustworthy man keeps a secret. If you cannot keep a secret, you are going to destroy the community. If you cannot keep a secret, no one can trust you. So confidentiality is key. And then the third thing under trust is be close. Be close. Proverbs 17, verse 17, Message translation say, friends love through all kinds of weather, and families stick together in all kinds of trouble. You are not only a member of a community when things are going on well. You should be a member of a community when the storm comes, so that all of you together, putting hands together, can weather that storm, because storm is going to come in a community. There are things that will happen that will rock the community, and this is where you need to stick together to be close together. And then the second thing, when we talk about building community and serving together, is empathy. Empathy. 1 Peter 3. Verse 8 says, live in harmony with one another. Be sympathetic. You see, don't just jump into conclusion. People can do things that will hurt you, but then take a step back and then put yourself in their shoes and then just try and see how you can understand it from their own perspectives. And even if you can't do that, call them and discuss it. But always ensure that you empathize, you put yourself in their shoes. So in empathy, you need to slow down. Don't just jump into conclusion. Don't always be angry. James 1:19 says, be quick to listen and slow to speak. And that is wisdom. Brethren, that is wisdom. Ask questions where you are not sure. Go ahead and ask questions. Proverbs 20, verse 5. The Good News version says, a person's thoughts are like water in a deep well, but someone with insight can draw them out. Ask questions. There are so many times that we have been wrong because the message landed in a way that wasn't the intended way. So that's why you need to ask questions to be clear about what is being communicated to you. Then show emotions. Romans 12:15 says, rejoice with those who rejoice and weep with those who weep. And that is what we do in community. The third thing is for you to be accommodating. Please be accommodating in a community. We need to accommodate each other. 2 Timothy 2 verse 22b says, be faithful, loving, and easy to get along with each other. With each other's needs. Read Romans 15:2. With each other's ideas. We all have ideas. No single person is an island. Let everybody put their ideas on the table and let's discuss it and see the one that carries the day. It's just points. Let's just iron out your point and then people will see it for what the point is. We all have our personalities. Let's see how we can manage it. We all have our individual faults without a mistake, without exception. But then we need to see how to manage it. And then the key to all this is mission. We all have one mission in the community. Philippians 2 verse 2 says, be of the same mind, maintaining the same love, united in spirit, intent, and one purpose. And that is what should hold us. That is the glue that should hold us together as a community. Thank you so much for listening to me in this episode. And I pray that we'll all put in our best in serving in whatever community we are, so that God will bless the works of our hands. If this message has blessed you, please do share it with others so that they can also be blessed. Once again, my name is Pastor James Egodibi and I'm pastor RCCG, Solid Rock Parish, Derby, 55 Woods Lane, DE 22 3UD. If you are looking for a Bible-believing church, we have wonderful brethren who would welcome you with an open arms. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.